Right. I've drawn to the picture. This brush wet. Drawn to this picture. So I think I'm just going to wet down to about there. If I wet all that, and then that should do me. What I'm going to do, I've got it sideways on, obviously, I've probably noticed. Just because I want everything to drip down this way. So a bit of cerulean blue in this bottom bit here. And I think I'll just let it drip down. Then it sort of comes in there, like that. I'll just let that drip, I think. Hopefully it's dark enough. Right, wash my brush. And then I want, right. Then there's this creamy colour. Got a really, really light creamy colour now. So I'm going to whack that in about there, I think. And just let that drip down. Maybe there's even a bit in the bottom there. Let that drip all down. And then this is sort of it's probably a bit more, it's like a Baines Graham watercolour. And I haven't cleaned my brush, so it's got a bit of that creamy colour in as well. And that's sort of in top. There perhaps, bit of that, just let that drip across, I think. Well, it's just controlling dripping really at that. It's dripping all over everywhere, but I don't mind. About like that, look at that angle. I'll just let that drip, and then I think what I'll do, I'll flop it back that way, let it drip back that way. See what that looks. Oh, that's looking nice. Perhaps slightly that angle maybe. Just looking nice anyway. Wherever I'm doing it seems to be looking nice. Right, give that. Oh, just pop that there a minute. Quite happy with that. So I want now. I need it to stay a little bit damp. How wet is it? I think I'll pop my dryer on a low heat just to dry that top bit a bit. Got to be dead gentle because I don't want to push my paint anywhere. The paint's so runny. Right, I'm going to spin it back round now. Again. There we are. And let it come back that way. Come back a bit. Only this top bit I want to pop it that way now. See what happens. That's it, I want to get it right. Back this way. Just letting that water go about and do a bit of something to give me that cloudy sky effect. Then I'm thinking, I'm thinking that way now. Leave it at that. Looks like a little cloud there. Right, because I've got to put some little hills in. So I'm thinking, colours on this brush. Yeah, that dark colour. A bit of that just in here. Just in there like that. And then I'll add a bit of that blue in at bottom. And then just bring that down to that line there. That should be okay. I'll go through to there, up through here. So I don't think it matters if it's not going to matter if I go through there, and then pop in some more then into here, just into there, then bring this one down through here. This one's stronger, so right, I'm going to get a bit thicker colour on this one. This is mud out bottom of my palette, but I'd say it's probably got a bit of green in it, a bit of burnt umber in it. I can cut through in front of that one, and all these soft edges is going to look good because it is all misty. And this here, I think, well, just let me turn that way again. all this here can come in from the bottom of there, I think. Yeah, I think that'll go, probably go right in there, I think. It can go in there like that, and in there, and just sort of blend up like that, I think. That'll be okay in there like that as a sort of underpainting, and probably through there like that a bit and all. That'll be okay. There, something like that. Let's put it back round and have another look. I do need that bit to be darker than that bit, so and it's not at the minute, so I'm gonna have to add a bit more in. Bit of that colour there. Maybe it's a tiny bit warmer colour. That's it. That's better, isn't it? Just a bit of a warmer colour in there. See what that looks like. That's pulled it in front a bit, hasn't it? There we are. Like I say, I can go into here because that's not going to be a problem. This is all going to be whammied over with another colour anyway. There, something like that. Yeah, I'm quite happy at that. So I'm going to give that a gentle dry. Just noticed I nearly forgot. Oh no, it don't matter. Don't matter. Forget it. Right, I'll tell you what. It is quite a bit soft in the bottom of there actually, so yeah, let's get in there. So I've got a green already mixed in here. What'll be blue, yellow, and just some Bont Umber. That's all it'll be. Right, now I'm going, I've got some other green, what a bit same, but it's just got slightly more yellow in this bit. So all these greens are just a variation of blue, yellow and Bont Umber. Right, actually while I'm on this yellowy green, looking at it over here, this bit's really yellowy. So that can come in there like that. Yeah, let's just sort of blend it up like that. Leave a couple of little gaps in there. Always looks nice. That's it. Right, there's a lot of this browny colour now, so I'll get some of that. That's sort of there. So it goes into this sort of really browny green around here. Pop that in into there, and I think what I'll do, keep adding water and thin this out so some of that undercolour blends in with it, because I do like that undercolour as well. I wonder if I can get that there. Yeah, it's made a mess, but that would be behind a mount if we were mounting it. I'll leave them little gaps what I've got there, but why don't I leave a couple more? Always looks good with a few little gaps in there. Right, that's not bad at that. And then I think what I'm going to do, these drips here, look, I think I'll use them. Just let them drip up. That always looks nice when I do that. So I'll just put that at that angle, let that drip up for a few minutes. In fact, I tell you what, let's have it that angle. And then that angle. There. That's better. And just let that drip across. And it actually gets brighter as we come in here. Or shall I just leave that dark and have an highlight there? That's what I'm going to do, yeah. So actually I'm going to just gently dry that one. I think that's dry enough for me to move on. It's mainly this bit that I need dry. And even if that bleeds a bit in, it's not going to matter. Right. Water on the old brush. Let's get some quite bright greens now. Bright greens in here. Yeah, that looks nice. Might even leave some really white sparkles in there. Why not? Why not? Look at that, some little white sparkles. Always looks nice. A few bits on there if I want. It's in there. Right, sort of comes into more that creamy green again as it comes down here, so I'll plop a bit of that in. That's nice. It comes down there, and then I think I'll just dab a bit of water in and lighten it as I come down. Oh, I like that. And then, get that just a little dry. Just a bit more of that in there. Bad does it, that? And then right in there, there is some, pop a little bit in a real reddish brown. In fact, it goes right around here. And then there's some like proper Bont Umber in there, so I'll stick a dollop of Bont Umber in. If I can get any off onto my brush. Does any come off? I see that leak. Bit of Bont Umber in there. It's not there. This Bont Umber I really need to. It's dried so much. I need to re-wet it somehow. Do it with this stiff brush to get some off. Try a bit there. Brush. That's it. Need this soft brush, not even. It'll wash it away from the thing. It's dried. It's dried onto me. Dried up in a big lump. Right, that's that. Right. Even to get that drip around actually. Just swilling it around like this, look. Getting some drippy paint. It just looks natural. Look at that, where all the drips are. I love it. Right at that angle. Let's say it at that angle. There, that's better. And I'll get a little dry as I'm doing it. Probably back that way next time. Keep drying. So that's that. Right, there's some right creamy stuff over this side. Yeah, let's get some of that creamy paint, creamy colour in it. So really, yeah, it's not, I'm going to say creamy green, it's virtually just a green. It's nice. So I'll have that in there. So about there. Then it goes into this. Oh, there's some pure yellows in there. Let's have some of them in. Some pure yellows in there. Then more of a greeny yellow. Here. That's it, and that goes back to a really bright yellowish sort of colouring about in there. Very, very bright greens. Let's get some cerulean blue into this yellow. That'll give me a really bright green. Cerulean blue and yellow. Brilliant. Nice and bright. Let's try that. And that's sort of straightening out at that sort of angle like that to come into there, more yellow. Into my path there. A bit more water, a bit more yellow in there. Nice creamy patching about there. There, what's that? Nice. Right, I could get this softening brush and just soften some of them edges into there. That'll help, I think. There we are. That's it. Right. Now, back over to this side. Right, so let's have a look. Yeah, that's really virtually yellow. So I get some more yellow. Just in here, it's virtually yellow. Creamy yellow. Yellow. There we are. Oh, this is looking nice. More of a brighter green. Some more pure yellow. There's a lot of pure yellow over this side. That's it. And there's some. It's quite bright. Greens in here, really. Let's try that one, that looks nice. I think Doofus is getting a bit of a Doofus, my stepbrother. I think he's getting a bit of a hypochondriac because he keeps watching stuff on telly about health things. And then he keeps thinking he's getting paranoid, thinking he's got something wrong with him. He's been down to doctors about 18 times in the last few sort of months. He went down the other day. The doctor said, "Hey, Doofus, I've not seen you in here for a while." He says, "No, I've not been very well." So I'm thinking he's getting a bit of an hypochondriac. Needs to chill out. He started getting all morbid and that. He's thinking about. I think he's looking at his own mortality. He's on about his funeral and stuff other day. Doofus. Don't talk about stuff like that. It's depressing, man. His funeral. He says. He said, "Well, don't you think about it?" I said, "Well, not really." I said, "Well, why? What do you think's going to happen when I'm dead?" Like Doofus said, "With a bit of luck, he'll be acquitted." I'm not sure what he's on about, because I don't know what acquitted means. So. Good old Doofus. Yeah, well, I'll put a few bits in there like that. Not looking bad at that. Let's get it a little dry. can't remember taking this clip off. I must have done, because it's off. I must have took it off there. I can't. No, I think, no, just if I sit right back and have a look, I think it maybe needs strengthening up a bit, perhaps, just in certain bits. Doesn't let me stand right back across the room. Now look, which takes some standing up because my back's gone. Ooh. Oh. It's not looking bad. Does it need to? I wonder if I thicken these sides up a bit, if it'll just frame it more, perhaps. Let's have a little go at that. So thicken these sides up and just try and frame it a bit more. So I'm coming with a bit of Bont Umber just in there, like that, into that bit, and then this paler colour as I come across there. Then some of this yellow coming in there, and then just bring this yellow in here, just in at them sides, perhaps like that, just to probably might need a thicker paint, to be fair. So let's try that now with thicker paint. Let's get some more of this, a bit of light red and some Bont Umber. Try that. That's nice. And then into the yellow, a yellow creamy colour, and then into some of this green. That's it, just to, okay, I'll do the same up here, a bit of this green up here, bring it in, into this really yellow stuff here, just to sort of frame it a little bit. There, that's better, isn't it, I think. A little bit of that green up in there, something like that. That's it. And that's it, I think that's just framing it a little bit better. There, get some, scratching my leg, some water on bottom of my brush, and just soften some of them in, into there, come right across, I think, some of them into there, like that, right across there, that's it. There, I think that's just pulled that in a bit closer, I think. Yeah. So I'll dry that, and then I'll pop a little man in with his dog, perhaps. Playing out garden other day, and one of the mean kids asked me if I wanted to join his gang. So I said, yeah, brilliant. So I really wanted to be in his gang, but then he said Doofus weren't allowed to join. So I said, there's no way I'm joining your gang if Doofus can't join. And this mean kid says, Doofus can't join. No way. I said, well, in that case, I said, blood is thicker than water, so I'm not joining. And the mean kid just says, yeah, but Doofus is thicker than blood and water. But I says, I'm not bothered. I'm not joining. Not without D. There we are. Let's give him a little dog. Let's give him a little dog. I think we'll just do his dog like that. That's showing up enough. Some more paint in there. There we are. That's his dog. And then I think we'll just pop a little shadow coming off them both, like something like that. That's it, a little shadow there. It's a bloke and a dog. For the dog, if you look, it's just basically a little blob. That's all it needs. Right. Get some, just some dark colour for a couple of bods. Peter, Paul. They're out looking for worms as per usual. Let's get a B and a D on it. Right, let's put it there. B, D. B, D. Idiot. Right. That's that. Tempted to give them a little dab so they look a bit lighter. Yeah, that. And then my little dog will pop in a bit darker because it looks a bit too light. Shadow's coming that way, so I'll darken him down one side like that. Give him a couple of little ears or something as well like that. There we are. Darken him down once. There, that's better, isn't it? There we are. Nice little painting. Quite simple as that one. Yeah, see how you go on with that? It's just quite a simple one. Left lots of nice little white highlights and underlaying highlights shining through. The sky's all really soft and fading. Nice little picture that. Right, see you on beach.